Hello and welcome. Today we're working on the 3-fund portfolio. You might have heard of this, you might have never heard of this, but this is a great way to invest for really all investors, small investors, medium, large investors, and so this is the 3-fund portfolio. Now, let me explain what it is really simply and kind of give you an example and kind of let you understand, how this works. If you're new, my name is Jeff from Finally Learn. And also, we're starting a Lazy Investor Academy because this is a passive investing approach. So see the link below and we'd love for you to join us. But here's what happens with the 3-fund portfolio. We have index funds. Index funds just buy and hold everything in the index. So for example, the 3-fund portfolio is made up of U.S. stock market, which could be about 3,500 stocks. You've heard of the S&P 500 or the Standard & Poor's 500. Well, that's 500 of the very, very largest companies. So here you have not only the large, but the medium and the small companies that all sell stocks. So that could be 3,500. So if you buy this fund, then you own about 3,500 stocks. Now, then we have international. International is the second type of fund. And there could be, 8,000 or more stocks, and you own slices of company that outside the U.S. for the U.S. perspective, that's international. And then bond funds, which is not stock, but owning bonds. And so you have bonds for stability and for less risk, and there's probably about 15,000 bonds in the U.S. market. So the 3-fund portfolio is made up of U.S. stock market, international stock market, and bond funds. So let me show you how we can think about this, about these portfolios. Now, I've just set up 3 portfolios, and I call it 90-10 and 75-25 and 60-40. Now, what this means, the 90 is how much stock is in your portfolio. So U.S. stock, 70%. International stocks, 20%. So combined, this is the 90%. So this portfolio is higher risk, probably higher return because it only has 10% bonds. So what drives your returns is the U.S. stock market and the international stocks. And then bonds help provide more of a safety, less volatility, more safety. So somebody could say, I want 60% stock, or 75% stock, or 90% stock. So I just gave 3 different examples. Now, there's nothing magic about that. It's not perfect. It's not exactly 60%. What happens is every day your stock portfolio goes up and down a little bit, bonds go up and down a little bit, and so those percentages would change just a little bit. It's not that important, it's exactly 50% here in this case. It's just how much is allocated out of your total portfolio. Now let's talk about the basic benefits of the 3-fund portfolio. You get instant diversification because you're buying low-cost index funds that own everything. So instant diversification, and you've got thousands of companies. You're not worried about one company and you own Tesla, or you own Apple, or you own Walmart, or you own Sears. Well, Sears was a big, huge company, and now it's really no more. So some companies would go bankrupt and wouldn't happen anymore. But when you have thousands of companies, you own it all, then you've got instant diversification. Now, low cost, index funds, you want low cost. Low cost matters. Do you want to pay a lot or pay a little? Pay a little for that, and you're going to be in much, much better shape. Now, it's very simple. To rebalance, you kind of think maybe every year or so you rebalance. You only have 3 things to keep up with. I, at one point, was in part of a investment advisor, and so we recommended about 9 different funds. It made it hard to rebalance every year and a half, or whatever. So this is, you buy everything, you hold everything, and then it's really simple to rebalance. It's easy to maintain. And then you have a long-term track record that's good. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but it's proven to be a solid, pretty simple, but pretty sophisticated strategy. Now, what are the risks? Well, Any investment has risk, stock market risk. Sometimes the stock market falls, and it falls for a period of time, and that can be very scary. But if you invest regularly, then you just think, hey, everything in the market is gone on sale, and so I was willing to buy it at $100, and now I'm willing to buy it at $80. I'm getting a better deal. If you do that, you're going to reduce your risk and increase your return over time. Just keep investing. That's called dollar cost averaging. So there is market risk. There's no guarantees. Even if we look at past performance, we say, hey, it did 8% over 30 years or whatever. There's no guarantee that it's going to be that for next year. And for periods of time, you actually may lose money. Now, one of the things that happens is discipline really, really matters. So what happens is when the market goes down, people sell, and that makes the market go down even further. So one of the things you have to do is you have to have discipline and keep investing month in, month out. When the market is good, when the market is bad, keep investing. Now, sometimes you need to make rebalancing, but it's really once a year or once every year and a half or whatever. And over time, inflation happens. So that's one reason why you want to invest, is because you really have inflation. So you got to think about your risk and return. So let's look at, we have a chart here of the historical performance of these three fund portfolios that I've just set up here. And so we have, let's say we invested $10,000, and you can see, we'll show a table where you can see these numbers a little bit easier. And so the dotted line is the S&P 500. And so it has the highest returns over this last 29 years. We've got real returns here of this $10,000. Now what you see is it goes higher, it goes lower sometimes. And so therefore you have more risk and you have some more return. And then you have, in the red is the 90 portfolio, and then the green is the 75 and the 60. Let's look at it at a table, and this will make more sense to you. Well, the S&P 500, the annualized return. So if you invested, you got a 9.84% return every year on average. Now you see that line was not straight. And so one of the ways we measure the risk is we use a measure called standard deviation, which is, you had that in math class or statistics or whatever. But higher is more risky. So you have a higher return, a higher risk, because it bounces up and down more roller coaster ride for the S&P 500. But the return, the $10,000 investment over that 29 years is $152,000. 90% is going to be a little less return, a little less risk, and $112,000. The 75 is a little bit less return, a little less volatility, and at $98,000. You put in $10,000 and now it's worth $98,000 over 29 years, and you didn't add any more to it. So if you added more to it, that's going to be really helpful. Now, the 60-40, a little bit less return, a little bit less risk, a good bit less risk, and you have $83,000 at the end. So one of the ways that you pick is, what happens if the market goes down? Am I worried about that? Do I change? If you're willing to keep going, then you can stand more stocks. So remember, the 75 has 75% stock, 60-40 has 60% stock, 40% bonds. What happens over time, bonds are going to slow the volatility of the portfolio, but also it'll slow the return generally. All right, let's see what else we have. So this was using, just to be clear, this was using the Vanguard index funds that are mutual funds, uses these for S&P 500, the U.S. stock return, the international stock return, and the bond. So these are actual returns from actual investments over the last 29 years. Now, remember, we've got 3,500 in the U.S. stock universe. We've got 8,700 in international, and about 15,000 bonds in the U.S. Now, what happens is You're trying to invest the long term. You invest your money and hopefully you have a return over time. So what you have to do is stay the course, keep investing. If markets are good or bad, if the news is good or bad, you got to keep going on. Hey, if this is helpful for you, please like, please subscribe. And I'll leave the link below where we have the Lazy Investor Academy, where we're trying to teach you how to invest. And we use the 3-fund approach, where you can say, okay, what's the reason for it? What's the returns? What's the risk? Because this is something you can do. You don't have to have an expensive advisor or investment manager, and you can pick based on low cost, based on the total market. You can pick and grow your portfolio. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.